This minute, he's a businessman. The next, he's an international painter. He's in high demand because of the creative elements his art adds to the home.
During our visits to Chaz Williams' studio in Constantia, we encountered a profoundly emotive scene. Immersed in his artistic process, Chaz was passionately engrossed in creating a painting paying tribute to the late, beloved South African rapper, aka
Chaz, thank you so much for welcoming me into your beautiful studio. You've got views for days here.
Thanks so much, man. Thanks for being here.
Amazing. So what are your strongest childhood memories that made you actually realize that you're going to be an artist?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think it took me a long time. I had the talent as a young boy. Back then you're just drawing Ninja Turtles in front of the TV. You don't actually know what skill is or what skill isn't. You just enjoy art. And I think that is, to this day, the biggest talent you can have as an artist is to enjoy it and actively want to pursue it. And I think that was me. As you get into school, high school, you discover partying, you discover girls, sports, and art kind of gets put aside. And then, for a couple of years, and then it's back, I think childhood, what I kept from my childhood, there's a very famous quote from Pablo Picasso. He said, it took me 40 years to paint like Raphael. It took me a lifetime to paint like a child. And I've always thought of that. What he meant by that is that unique thought. A child is not influenced by anything. And I think that's what I kept.
Yeah.
I see art in a specific way. I see my type of art, what I like in a specific way, and I've held on to that. I've been affected by the world in various ways, but not when it comes to creativity, And I think, that's what I've taken.
And that's amazing. It really never dies anyway.
he depicts his subjects as accurately and true life as possible, whilst introducing shapes, colors, and forms to evoke emotions and ideas rather than just portraying physical reality. He combines different materials like acrylics and oils to enhance the contrast between realism and abstraction. This young artist possesses a wealth of artistic knowledge, and his paintings truly deserve a place of honor within the walls of our Invade homes.
You always say that you're not artsy, but you're an artist. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, that's a good question. And it's something that I feel super strongly about. I am not artsy, I'm an artist. If you live in a block of flats and you look out the window to the block next to you and it's all black and there's one light on, and in that room is a kid sitting at a desk with a book, reading, learning, that's an artist. An artist is someone who dedicates their life to their craft, their life and their love to their craft, to their art. Artsy is what too many people are. I like to be creative. I like pretty stuff. I like to, I like to move art on I like to move oils on a canvas. You know what I mean? That's artsy talk. And I think too many people see art like that. Art is about studying, researching, acquiring skill, working hard, being the best you can at your craft.
Drawing inspiration from the diverse seasons of his life and the influential individuals he has encountered, it comes as no surprise that his mother, with her discerning eye for lines and structure, serves as his most formidable critic.
Over time, you've actually found your love in art, which is portrait art. How did that journey go?
Yeah, so I'm very much a portrait artist, an impasto artist, abstract artist, but I do kind of the pendulum swings, I can get quite realism and then I can get really loose, I like the thickness of the paint, For me, it's delicious. I call it delicious because that thick, juicy paint, it is delicious, in a way. Why portrait art? I think I lean myself to complex emotions. The complexity of an emotion is what I love. To evoke that emotion from a piece. To think that I can create something just with some flat oil paints and a piece of canvas. I can create something that can be put up in a gallery or in a home, and someone can look at it and I can draw emotion out of them. That's amazing for me.
Yeah.
And I think that's what portraiture
Yeah.
really gets. The trick is to get that emotion through abstraction, you know, so that I'm not redoing a picture, I'm recreating an emotion. And I'm not talking about happy or sad or jolly. I'm talking about looking at a painting, looking at it like, say, a young woman's face and saying, she's gone through something. You know, she's lived a life. She's
Telling a story.
She's she's telling a story. She's starting a story, and you are finishing that story in your own head. You know, it's powerful. There's something to her. There's something to him. They've lived. You know, these pieces. These are people who have lived. There's a complexity and a story to these people, and that's what I love. You know, I love it. It's part of my journey while I'm doing the piece. And to sit back and see people who are genuinely moved from the emotion that I've created, I mean, that's amazing.
That's good.